Hi, it's Liz here, and I'm back with my ledger journal. This is the journal by Dina Weekly Media Journal, printed ledger journal for mixed media, and it's a reproduction of an authentic 1920s hardware store ledger. Smooth, sturdy paper that works well with Dina Weekly Media paints, glosses, scribble sticks, mediums and more. I don't have any of those things, but it has worked so far with everything that I've put on it. It's 180 GSM, journal cover measures 12 inches by 7.5 inches, and the pages are 11.75 by 7.15 inches. So there we go. Just put that in the back there so that I know where it is for each time. So I have got myself organised. So that was the first page we did, and then we did this page. I'm jumping to a page that's kind of plainish on this side, and I've got my bits here. I have this young lady on a kind of cityscape scene. This and this is from the book, let me just get it here, Collage Soup, Hey Diddle Diddle, which is kind of moon and angel kind of, some of it's a little bit out there, but oh, there's a random page of cats and dogs. Obviously there's the cow that jumped over the moon, but yes, plenty there to choose from. The thing about these books that are different from the other collage books is they're double-sided, but I always find that usually I do have a favourite page. Like, you know, if I cut these frames out from here, then chances are I'm not going to use that page anyway. So yeah, I feel that I get plenty by picking what side of the page I want. And what happens is there's usually 2 or 3 pages of, like, if you decide that you want this, for instance, and you still want these wings, there is a second page of wings that you may not want this. So, you know, there's plenty opportunities to use up what's on the other side, if you know what I mean. Probably overcooked all that a bit. I've also got some tissue paper, and this is from this little pack. Oh, it's called collage paper, but it's tissue paper, I think. You get a range of designs. It's Time Holtz Idea-ology, and there's lots of different ones. I've got the other version that's on a roll, but this is quite handy because it's sheets. And I've also picked out a few of these strips. I don't have the packaging for this anymore, but these are Time Holtz as well, Idea-ology, and I don't know if they're just called paper strips or what they're called. I would imagine it would be something like that. So I've picked out a few of them as well. So I've got, and that's just another bit of the paper from that page. And I've got my acrylic pens. I've got a black, because I thought I had a black Posca pen, but I don't. I seem to have 3 white ones and no black one. Well, the black one I've got is really thin nib. But anyway, I've got this black one, which is much the same, Dealer Rowney, randomly won. I don't know why. Maybe it came in a pack or a box or something at one point. Sometimes I used to get these art monthly boxes. It maybe came in one of them. I've also got this gold calligraphy, quick dry metallic ink, permanent opaque, and it's called Pen Touch, but it's kind of the same as a acrylic one. And I picked out the gold because I thought the gold kind of, there's kind of gold bits here in our hair and on the buildings. So yeah, anyway, I've got my pencil just in case you need a pencil. Right, just let's move some bits to the side. So I wanted somehow to make a background with these bits. I sort of got a half idea in my head, but today we're kind of winging it a wee bit more than usual. So let me just reach up and make sure that we are in. Yeah, we are in. Back down on the squeaky chair. So I think I'll need to get the WD-40 out for the chair. and give it a squirt. Right, so I was thinking somehow a little bit of background with all these bits, and then I want to use these this song lyrics. This song, and I've written out the wee bit of lyrics of part of the song that I want to use, is called Good Souls by Star Sailor. It's, I don't know, there's something about this song that I just really like, and I just wanted to use some lyrics and maybe use the Posca pen or use the black pen once I've done my background to write the lyrics down in amongst the background. We'll see how it turns out. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, so we'll write these lyrics in spaces, I think. Yeah, that's what's in my head. So first of all, I think we need to just think about where we are going to put our bits. I've got this little bit here, which I thought matched the colours quite well, and would maybe go somewhere up here. You know what, I'm going to take a chunk of the moon off. Let me just, oh, I've put my new felt. I bought this new felt because the felt I've got is really floppy felt, and this is like, it's called craft felt, and it's really quite stiff. I wanted to try and make a journal a la Johanna Clough, is it? Clough. She makes the most beautiful fabric journals, and let's just take a chunk off of this so that it's straight. And she's got a tutorial on her YouTube channel, Johanna Clough. She's Australian. She makes the most beautiful journals, and I just wanted to try my hand at one. Right, so that could go up there like that. Maybe. So I ordered, yes, that felt. I went to the local craft shop. We've got a little local shop just round the corner, but the felt they had, and I did buy 2 bits of it, but it was really quite the floppiest of felt. Do we need this bit somewhere? No, I don't think so. Keep that for another day. Right, so maybe strips of this. So that I can write my lyrics in between. Maybe we want to strip this a little bit. Because I don't mind writing on top, but I don't know if the, whatchamacallit, the pen will write on top of things. So I'm just going to have to play about with things a little bit, I think. Right, I think, I just don't know. I don't know, because I don't want to glue these bits down. I don't want to glue them down until I know I'm not going to put anything behind. Maybe just stick that bit up there, just to cover that little bit up there. Right, I'm going to do this bit. I'm going to stick this bit down because I know for sure that's going to go down. So I've just got some PVA here. Let me just get a sheet off my... Right, because if I don't start gluing down, I'll be here all day. And I don't really have time for that, and you don't have time for that. As much as I would like to spend all day with you, I think we would both get fed up. Well, I wouldn't get fed up, but you would probably get fed up. Right, I'm stretching quite far away for this, because I don't want to move the book. And well, that'll do that. And then you don't get to see what I'm doing, maybe. All right. Yeah, I've always loved that Star Sailor song. We love our music here. We listen to music a lot. And in actual fact, I've just bought a new record player so that we can play some of our old vinyl. And we've also been buying a few new records, a few new bits of vinyl, and we've been enjoying that. Right, maybe not the moon right now. Or yes, the moon now. I can just put, if I want bits on top, if I want to add those strips and then bits of tissue, I can just put it on top of the moon, which means the moon can be in the background, if you like, with the bits on the top. Right, I'm just going to pull this down a little bit just so that I can get myself in the right spot. So I'm quite excited because last night my brother in New Zealand messaged me and said they're coming for a visit in May, him and my sister-in-law, so that's nice. They're coming to Glasgow in May for a week, and then they're going on holiday around Europe a little bit, and then they're going on a Mediterranean cruise, so all the way from New Zealand. So that'll be nice to see them for the week. They've managed to get an apartment in the city, not far from us, so that'll be nice. Now I want to leave some, I'm not sure if my lyrics will show up on top of these, but what I might do is do these and leave space to write the lyrics in between, if you like. And maybe just Sorry, missus, we'll just lift your head a bit. There we are. Yeah, maybe just kind of randomly. We have one. I'm not sure, but we'll leave it there just now, and we'll put this one with the straight edge at the bottom. Right, let's think. Because I want to leave, I don't want to be not getting all the lyrics in. I'm not sure about this up and down. Right, do you know what? I think I'm just going to start sticking those bits, and I don't mind it going on the top of this bit down here on top of the buildings, but I don't want it on top of her face. That one's quite good there. I think we'll maybe leave it at that, and we'll stick them down. Just a little odd bit in there. Right, now I'm just going to stick them down. And you let me just get yes, because it's been a few years since they've been. So, and my sister-in-law still has quite a lot of family here. So they'll be visiting there. And for my brother, it's only me. We don't have anyone else here. Well, I mean, I've got cousins, but, you know, there's no one else, sadly. So it'll be nice to see them. We'll have, and they haven't seen the new place that we live in, the new house, so. Right, where was this? This was around about here. So it will be nice for them to see where we are now. Right, we can take a bit of that off. they're always on at us to go and visit New Zealand, but I have no inclination whatsoever to spend all that time on an airplane. My limit is 4 or 5 hours, and even then I'm just not keen. So I like that because it just kind of melts into the paper. You know, this tissue paper kind of just you know, it looks like it's part of the page at the back. So that's quite nice, because I don't really like the straight lines that you get. I know I've got a straight line on that bit above, this bit here, but right here, I like it underneath better. Decision made. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to add some stenciling. We'll see how it turns out with the writing. I think that just might be enough, because the writing's kind of, well, it's not stenciling, but it kind of adds that kind of similar look, I think. And that's if I can pull the writing off. If I can write with those big felt pen, those big acrylic pens. We'll see how that goes. If all else fails, we can just paint over it. It's only paper. Right, so we can take a little bit of this. Because why stick something on if it's going to be hidden? And you can have these two little bits for another time. That's kind of typically crafter stroke Scottish thing, isn't it? Waste not, want not. That's what we say. Just put this right down here. There. So it is coming along. Let's just clear the decks a little bit. And right, so we have this to stick down. Let me just round that corner. That's better. So, yeah. Now, am I okay with a straight line and a straight line here, or do I want to add little bits of washi? And if I do, am I using up my space for my writing? Well, we can decide that anyway once we start writing. I don't know, I'm going to stick this down. I don't know if I want to do the writing in pencil first, or do I want, let me just check, you're still with me? Yep. Or do I want to just go for it with the pen and not to be as cautious? I'm using my PVA in my brush because when you're sticking bigger bits down, your glue stick will get used up too quick. And plus I've got a huge big bottle of PVA to use up before it goes hard, or whatever PVA glue does when it goes off. Right. Come on, honey bunch, round the right way. And there we go. Let's get this corner in first. And then I know you're in the right place. She's a pretty girl, gazing longingly at something in the distance. Maybe someone's away, far away, and she's missing them, or maybe someone's broken her heart. Anyway, right. Yes, because we added a stencil to that one. We didn't, did we stencil? Where are the daisies? No, we just used some coloured paint. Yeah, that's all well stuck down. Right, now I just want to move my bundle. Okay, so, oh, and we've got our gold pen that we could add wee bits of line, maybe. I thought about that. That's right. So we'll keep the gold pen handy. And, oops. Right, now. So if we put, how many lines have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. So we need to squeeze 2 of the lines. So if we put the last 2 lines, if it wasn't for the good souls, life would not matter. Down here, as I turn, look, right, as I turn to you and I say, so as I, and I don't need it all to be like in lines like that. I can just do one big, oh, I think that was the door. 2 secs. Yep, it was just the postman. Nothing spectacular, just a wee letter. Right, okay, so yeah, what was I saying? I don't need it to be in the lines. I just need it to be like writing. I see these art journal pages and people have got writing, and it doesn't need to all be, you know, tidy, and you know, it's just part of the arty look. So I don't think I need to make it into lines, as in lines of a song. I just need to do the words all over, I think. So do you know what? I am just going to go for it. I'm going to put my words there. No, I'm going to put my words over there. Right. Is this working? Oh, it's quite thick. Right, okay. Right, as I turn to you and I say, right, oh, I'm nervous now. Let's go for it. Now, do I want capital letters? No, I'm just going to start here. It doesn't look like an F, but it doesn't matter. Right, well, I lost my place here. As I turn to you and I say, thank goodness for the good souls that make life better. As I turn to you and I say, if it wasn't, yeah, I'm okay. Oops. If it wasn't for the good souls life would not matter. And then we've got to write Star Sailor, because you've got to give credit if you've used lyrics. Right, well, it's not the best writing. It's not really what I had in my head, how it would look, but that's the way it is. Maybe if we use some of this gold, we could just maybe, is this dry? Yeah. Could just maybe take away some of the I don't know if you can see the gold there. That kind of brings it in a wee bit. Yeah. But, you know, your writing's your writing, and if you want to add your writing to your journal, and I think it is a good thing to add your writing, because then you look back and you think, yeah, that was me that did that. Yeah. And I just think those words are just really nice words. Thank goodness for the good souls. If it wasn't for the good souls, life would not matter. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there like that. I thought about a wee bit washy, but I don't think we need it now. Happy with that. Adds a page to the journal. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. How does your garden grow? We're going to go out either this afternoon or tomorrow morning and get some spring plants. I think I mentioned it the other week and we didn't go and we didn't get them. So, yeah. I think the two S's there aren't showing up against the moon, but I know they're there. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.